A warm welcome to my channel. Thank you for stopping by and watching this video. The Book World presents to you reviews, learnings and lessons from various books, various genres of books across the world. I hope you like my videos. Thank you for watching. So today's work is by none other than Jhumpa Lahiri, one of my favorite writers. So she is very popular for literary studies, Indian literature, diasporic literature, post-colonial literature. She has been awarded Pulitzer Prize and so on. So, she is of the nationality America. So you can say she's an American writer writing books which are so connected to the Indian culture, thought, ideology, social parameters. And with that, we see that she is publishing great works and different genres also, like fiction, short stories and so on. So beginning from her Interpreter of Melodies to the Lowland, her works have been a huge success uh, across the world. And with that, today's review is on the Namesake, which is my favorite of all times. It's a very rooted novel. It's a very kind of, pivotal for the Indian studies as well. And talking about the publications, the pricing and all, yeah, this is what it looks like. So yes, it is quite, you know, what do we say? It's quite decorative. It looks good to the eye. So yeah, and it is this one is published by Harper and Collins, which is retailing of 350. I got it on a discounted price, and you get discounts on nowadays on every online sellers and platforms. So yeah, you can get this hands on. It's quite comfortable. The printing and all looks very nice. I mean, it's quite. So yeah, that's what it is. Now getting back to the plot, we see that this beautiful book talks about a family, a Bengali family who are from India. So the family is the Ganguly family. So we see that there are many characters, and I personally cannot say that there is only one central character. So yeah, this fiction has multi characters. It begins off with a family, and when we are, witnessing what is going on with the family, we also see some external characters. So here, the internal characters and the external characters, they are all, highlighting each other. So the moment you begin the plot and you come towards the end, you feel that there is not just one character you are connecting to. All of the characters are certain, holds certain unique traits, skills, thought process, which you feel is okay. That these different characters, these different identities are worth the read. So for me, yes, we all have one favorite character in a fiction, but I couldn't just find one. Each of the characters are so overwhelming. They are so in the formation, in the developing, that you do not figure which one to choose from. Now coming out to the Gogol and the Ganguly family, we see that there are four characters: Oshima, Ashok, Gogol, Sonia. So these are the four characters of the Ganguly family, based on which the novel has been constructed. However, there are external characters coming in who are, playing a shadow character for these major characters, the Ganguly family. Now we see that this beautiful Oshima, who belongs from a Bengali family, she gets wed to Ashok, who is an engineer and works in the Cambridge. So, we are welcomed in the wedding of Ashok and Oshima, and coming out from a middle class family and leaving Calcutta for such a distant land like Massachusetts, Cambridge, it becomes little anxious for the character of Shima, because she belongs from a low middle class family, and she has never been outside of her state. So for her, it becomes not only anxious, but it becomes an overwhelming journey, a journey which she is both excited and fearful of. Now, as we move on, we see that Ashok and Ashima gets wed. They are settling down in Cambridge, where Ashok works as an engineer. And then from here we see how the assimilation begins from one land to another, from one language to another, from one culture to another. So there is not a change altogether, there is an assimilation. The change becomes a process here, the shifting becomes a process. So Oshima and Osho lands in Cambridge. Now, she's slowly and slowly trying to associate with the foreign culture, language, food, the cuisines, the habitat, and it becomes so experimental for him. Now later on we see that they are giving birth to two beautiful and independent characters who are Gogol and Sonia. So these brother and sisters, they have a lot to do in this novel. Now see, Ashok and Ashima, they are rooted to the India because they are born and brought up there. They are already associated with the Indian culture, the social parameters and everything. But the kids who are born and brought up in America, a very foreign land which is different from the Indian root and culture, they becomes more fond of that country because they are born and brought up. Everything that they have been seeing since the time they are born is, kinds of with open-mindedness. It's very different from India. So for them, India becomes an alien land, and for Ashok and Oshima becomes America as an alien land. However, in a family where there are so many differences going on, this assimilation between the parent and their children, what they are parallelly teaching each other, what they are contributing for the development of each other, is beautifully represented in this book. I mean, there is so much you can talk about of this book, but then the video will be too long. However, I will definitely recommend this book. It's a 5 star for me. Also, there is a beautiful movie which is directed by Meera Nair. You can also watch that movie, which is, however, an adaptation is always a very partial showcasing or exhibition of what is there in a book. However, this book is intricately woven, so you cannot do justice only by watching the adaptation. So please do read this book. It is available widely, and when you just read this book, you will feel that you were so connected to the land India, and there is so much that you can learn out from this book. So you will be experiencing a descriptive journey, a narrative journey of your own land India and a foreign land, and how what and as an individual, for example, when we go outside or settle in a job in terms of employment or marriage or just an individual journey, the same experiences happen to us just like what happens to Oshima and Osho. So yeah, it becomes not only a journey of these characters, you can also connect with each one of the characters in this of this fiction. And for the Bengali readers, there is also a translated work which is published by Ananda Publishers, and it is written by Poulomi Sengupta. So it is named Shomonami. You can watch, I mean, you can just get your hands on. So this is for the Bengali readers out there. You can get the translated version of this published by Ananda Publishers. And with that, I will not make this video very long. Thank you for watching.